And basically, afternoon session is going to be for customer focus. We'll try to get you guys out as soon as possible. Do apologize. Obviously, some of these things sometimes are a little bit longer, especially since our class is large. I want to make sure that we all communicate and have all that information. If I kind of just shorten the activities, you guys are not going to be able to obviously have them. So I will obviously go as quickly as possible. I am recording these sessions as I stated, so I do apologize if I'm going a little bit too quick. At the same time, if you do have any questions or concerns, please let me know, and we'll get to you guys at the end. So please write your questions if necessary on a document, because I'm going to be flying through this real quick. And at the end, I'll let everybody have a session for question and answering on this. Doubts? Unless if I obviously ask you. All right, good. Well, let's start up this Nearpod session this afternoon. As I said, the Nearpod session is for customer focus. The ID is TBM XF. Putting it here now on chat. There we go. That should be now recording. Can you guys see my screen? No, right? All right. So you should be anyways following through the Nearpod. I just want to make sure it records so you guys have everything. Here we are. So customer focus, we're going to be able to define it, describe the ways that I said it, to focus the customer needs and deliver the excellent customer service itself. So the key points is that we want to address the client's emotional state and then address the client IT concern. As we stated before, there may be a person who's outrated and fairly frustrated, and the issue could be something simple. But if we just try to fix it and not fix the actual emotional state, they won't care, and they may even get even more upset because then they believe that you're not listening or even concerned about the issue. So first thing we want to do to deliver it is listen to the customer's concerns. We want to be able also give them, when they finish, we want to be able to give them a summary. So if we're not listening and we believe what the answer is and start calculating and doing our own formulation, guess what? You just lost there, or you stop paying attention to them. You stop listening. So always listen. And as soon as you finish listening to what their concern is, then obviously react with understanding and don't be defensive, because we are here to provide service. They're going to always try to blame it on you and or the IT field that you're in. You may just be the computer. So guess what? You are the computer guy and you are to blame. And that's why you're going to apologize always. We're here to provide a friendly service. One way I could always remind everybody is, anyone ever gone to Disney? I know I always say that I love Disney. Anyone ever been to Disney?
Yes.
Okay.
Disney's magic.
Have you ever gotten an attitude from either a character or anyone that's providing service in Disney?
They are not allowed
No.
to.
Are they ever just looking at you with an attitude or not smiling?
They always have to be smiling.
Yes, sir. Hey, I could be so ticked off at you right now. How are you doing? Not a problem, sir. Yes.
They have like key phrases where they say like nice things, but it can mean something else.
No, they make sure that you have a wonderful, happy experience and the best customer service. That is a gold mine that they have there, because Disney himself knew that without the actual good service, then it would be like anything else that he was taking his daughters. I don't know if you guys actually know the actual reason why he came up with it. Is he got sick and tired of going to all these little carnivals, these rinky-dink carnivals with this guy smoking a cigarette and just pushing a button. He was like, oh, what in the world is this? No way. So he basically created Disney World. That's basically his idea, and why he created it was he wanted to make sure it was an excellent service and a great experience. You'll never even see anybody being arrested in Disney. Have you ever seen anybody being arrested? Stealing something?
Nope, not even on Epcot. And you're allowed to drink there.
Nowhere. You won't see it. You won't see it. And that's because also they have excellent service and they know how to actually make you disappear in Disney without anybody even noticing.
Security.
They have security that can take you underground if it is something that's obviously major, and quickly in any store, doesn't matter what store you are, there is a door that will take you underground into what they call Disney jail.
They have like secret tunnels and stuff that they
That
have.
is correct. So we also, another thing that they do is they never point. They always have what they call that little two-finger thing that they do. They'll never point at you with one finger. No matter the bathroom, oh, it's this way, sir. This way.
Yes.
To point in any country, in a lot of countries, this finger thing can be very, very offensive. So they have the rules and regulation to provide obviously excellent service. Another thing is that they always express with empathy. If they see that there is a child lost, or that there is a situation that you are outraged about something, you'll never see them saying, nah, that's not right. No, they express empathy. You always want to express empathy towards the customer. And that is what we're providing, is customer service. Anticipate the customer needs. Now that one's tricky because, like I said earlier, yes, you may want to anticipate the customer needs, but at the same time, are the needs that you're trying to anticipate at that moment the correct for the situation? So, and proactively suggest solutions. So if we see that something is reoccurring, that a lot of people are having the same problem, we might want to proactively let everybody know in that area that there is an issue maybe with the server, or that there's too many people connecting to the unemployment website. Yeah. So you may obviously proactively suggest a solution, like filling out a form instead manually to your boss so that they can put it on the news, as an example. And nowadays, unfortunately, you cannot fill out that. So any questions or doubts for the key points before we proceed? All right. What do you think it means to have customer focus on the job? Pablo?
Customer focus would be just making sure the guest is taking care of the overall experience, everything from start to finish.
Everyone agree? Thank you, Pablo. So, if you could read this for us, well, you would say the A+ or generation dictionary
Yeah.
word for it.
Okay. So it says the customer focus is behavior skill that means you can focus on the customer's needs and deliver an excellent experience to that customer. Customers can have a negative experience because their emotional state of concern or stress is not addressed by the customer service person first. Excellent IT professionals with a customer focus aim to address the client's emotions first and then their IT problem.
Yeah, we're therapists now, believe it or not. Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of people fail in, is unfortunately that first step of human nature. For that, just put a robot out there that can probably fix it much faster than you can, right? But that human touch of human nature and concern, usually it takes off the fire of the guy that just sat on the queue for about an hour. I'm not lying to you. When I first started off, one of the IT help desks that I have, there's a thing called a queue. So you'll see up in a screen, a television screen, with a number, and the number usually was somewhere in the hundreds. Anybody want to take a guess what that number meant? If it was 105, what does that mean?
105 tickets.
105 calls on hold. Very close. That's 105 call on hold on the queue. So you could just imagine that some of these people that were calling Tiger Direct at that time were very, very frustrated by the time they actually got me to answer the call, because I was obviously attending other customers. There was about maybe at any given time about 80 technicians on the floor, and there was over 30 escalation technicians available. But still, sometimes some of these tickets could take over half an hour. So just because there's 80 people doesn't mean you're going to get attended to very quickly. So you have to be able to diffuse the situation and then hopefully work on their tickets. So in groups of 3, you're going to be trying to summarize on your own what customer focus means to you guys and what you think it may look like, all right? So let me stop. Pause here. Okay, welcome back. Give everybody, should be less than a minute for everybody to get in.
Yeah, I think it should.
All right.
All right, guys, welcome back. That was fun, exciting, and new. All right, guys. We weren't able to finish that, as I stated. Just it should be a quick little
Discord.
answer of what customer focus means in 10 words or less for yourselves. Obviously, hint, hint. Somewhere in this slides is the answer. So after class, if you don't know what it is, you could always look it up. Our main things here, if Pablo, if you could read 5 main guidelines, please.
Guidelines. Guideline number 1, listen to customer concerns. Guideline number 2, react with understanding, not defensiveness. Guideline number 3, express empathy. Guideline number 4, anticipate customer needs. Guideline number 5, proactively suggest solutions.
That's correct. Anybody have any questions or concern on those guidelines, or think maybe some of them don't even look like they should be in there? Do they make sense for everybody?
Yeah.
Kind of something that we would want, right?
Yep.
Whatever we want when we call somewhere, that they're hopefully listening.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of you have gone to locations where basically that, yeah. And they'll probably start playing with their phone and it's like, are you for real? Are you going to help me out right now? Or are you just going to get on your phone and roll your eyes at me? That's obviously not the right way to react and or provide service, especially if we want to keep our job, right?
Mm-hmm.
In what ways did... Actually, no, I haven't read it. I'm going to read this real quick. Can I share this? Okay. Yeah, actually, I'm going to share the document. And then, Teresa, you're going to be the employee, and Justin, you're going to be the client. So just give me a second here. I should be able to put it up here on the screen. That's great. Yeah. So here we are. You guys can see my screen.
So I'm the employee, right?
Yeah, you're the employee, and Joe,
Okay.
you're the client.
Okay.
Okay.
So I start?
Yeah, and notice, Mr. Angerly, please.
Okay.
Angerly.
I will try.
So that we can be able to have the full effect. All right, so just be prepared if he starts yelling and screaming. Not too loud, please, but if he's upset, he has to be upset here. All right,
Okay.
and action.
Action.
Hello, how can I help you?
I don't know what you guys are doing here. I've been waiting for 30 minutes to talk to somebody about my phone, and I was told I was going to be a short wait. I'm already running late, and at this rate, I'll be late for work.
I am sorry about that. A couple tickets ahead of you took much longer than we anticipated, but I will be happy to take a look at this for you right now, as I know you need to get out of here quickly.
Yeah, it's just I wouldn't have waited otherwise if I had known it was going to be this long. I would have just come in later.
I totally understand. I know it's frustrating to have unexpected waits. I'm happy to keep working on this for you now. Or if you would be better for you to come after work, I can give you an appointment so that you will be seen first then.
No, that's fine. I'm here now, and I'll just do it.
Okay, great. What can I help you with?
Here. The phone keeps saying storage full, but I don't understand because I've deleted a bunch of pictures and I have hardly any apps.
Okay, no problem. Could you unlock your phone and let me have a look at it?
Here you go.
Okay, I figured it out. If you look here in photos, there's a folder called recently deleted. It has all of your deleted photos for 30 days in case you accidentally deleted something you didn't mean to. If you empty this folder, it will free up a lot of space on your phone.
Really? I had no idea. Thank you for your help.
No problem at all. Would you like me to empty the folder for you?
Yes, thanks. That would be great.
Is there anything else I can do for you today?
No, I have to go, but thank you again.
Thank you both. And cut. All right, so what from overall what we saw there, in what ways did the employee use customer focus behavioral skills? So how did you guys think Teresa, in the script that she had, was implementing customer focus? Someone that hasn't part.
Politely,
Go ahead.
yeah. She was very polite, and she first uh, apologized and then tried to find a solution for the problem.
Okay. Next question. Everybody agree more or less, right?
Yes.
Cool. Number two, what is at least one thing the employee could do better next time? Overall, from the script, what could she have done? Anything? Anybody?
I could be less robotic on her second response.
Okay. Anything else? Nobody? No? Do you think the customer had excellent experience overall?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say
Mm,
no.
Realistically, yeah.
Well, yeah.
In the end,
It's
everything.
like a yes and no kind of question, right? I mean, that is another reason also that some of these forms for the surveys, they try to be as specific toward exactly pointing out what the question here. It's kind of a little bit vague. Did they actually get cut? No, because I could actually say no because God only knows how long they were on hold, right? But the question in the survey may have said is did the technician provide the customer excellent service? Now, if I rephrase that, I would say more or less she tried to. She understands and was sympathetic to the situation that they were on hold, obviously because of the unexpected time, and obviously the queue itself. Is what evidence do you see that of the employee attempting to address the customer's emotional state?
So she first apologized and then also explained a specific reason for why she got late to attend him.
Yes. Let's look at this real quick. Alexa, if you could read our case study for us, please. Number 1.
Yeah. David is an employee at a grocery store and he is working to stock shelves. A customer holding a small baby stops and asks him where the restrooms are. He smiles at her and responds that they are in the front of the store and quickly gets back to work. The customer goes to the front of the store and finds the woman's restroom, but there is no changing table for the baby there. She goes back out to the customer service desk and they help her find the family restroom, which has a changing table.
So from case study number 1, Daniel, in what ways did the employee use customer focus behavior skill overall?
Um, to help her find like the little changing table for the guest, the customer holding the small baby.
Was that what she did right away?
No,
Okay.
he was stocking the shelves originally.
Correct, but overall, let's go over this. Can anybody tell me what was the first thing she did when she met him?
She didn't find the
Oh,
changing
he,
table
sorry,
for her baby.
is he, sorry, when he sees her.
You smiled.
Yeah, right? He's providing friendly service, right? Smiling. And they're in front of the store and he quickly kind of just customer. Does he say where the woman? Does he say where to really go? What did he say to go to her? What
Goes in
better? Because how did he answer? What could he have done at least a little bit better? He did smile.
He took her to the woman's restroom.
to the woman's restroom, yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, so where should he have taken her? Sorry.
The family room, like the
Right?
middle
If he knows
bathroom.
that there's a family one, there's a baby there. I understand you're busy, but he's once again not listening. And to listen requires not only to hear, but to actually pay attention to what's going on. Had he actually paid attention and noticed that the baby is in her hands, it's obvious that even if she is the one that's got to go to the bathroom, she still needs to go to a family restroom to be able to place this baby and strap it down somewhere so that it doesn't move, right? If it was that she's carrying it, so she doesn't have somewhere to put this baby. And he just takes her to the women's restroom. So that's definitely one of the things. Did customer have excellent experience overall, do you think?
Well, they did help her, and they did have a sincere like smile and everything. So at first it wasn't
But
Or like,
overall, if I had to tell you, I gave you a form and it said, did David help you and gave you a wonderful service, excellent experience? It's a yes or no. Not sometimes, not
yeah,
it is always throughout the whole step, or no, he might have failed at one point,
he might have
Yeah.
felt at one point.
Is a fail at one point.
right? So that anywhere we break down the line of customer focus provides a bad service. I can be smiling and I can be pointing to the bathroom, but if I'm taking you to the wrong bathroom, and as I stated, the situation could have been worse, is where she's trying to put the baby somewhere so that she can go to the bathroom. Obviously, the baby does have Pampers on, but if it would have been an emergency where she needed to place this baby somewhere, now she has just wasted valuable time and she's getting bad service. The same thing in any other scenario. If we go and answer the wrong, or we fix the wrong thing on the computer, we might actually make it worse for the user on the actual issue. And obviously, they're going to obviously see that you're not listening and you're not doing and fixing what you asked. Any questions or doubts? All right. So we're going to skip scenario 2. That you will work on your own, on your notes with each other. Scenario 3 is unneeded. So only scenario 2. Do not worry about scenario 3 and 4.
Diego, quick question. Do we just work on only the scenarios and the slightly vocabularies for the notes?
There was one question that was supposed to be answered here earlier, right? That you guys were thrown into a breakout room.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you should always be putting hopefully notes on every page. That is basically the intent. That so that when you put up your notes, that I can see that you're understanding what's putting in there. You don't have to put notes on every single page, but you should be putting notes throughout the actual presentation, be now or later, so you could understand it. As I stated, I will be uploading the actual recordings. So if and when I upload it, you guys will be able to review it and go along and update your notes if necessary.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So hopefully today we learned how to define customer focus, describe ways to focus on a customer need, and deliver an excellent customer experience. We should hopefully be able to how this will help them in your career, and pretty much what other mindsets or behavioral skills that we have discussed that might help you succeed in this skill. So which other mindset might help you in here? Behavioral mindset that we said. Behavioral skills or mindset or customer focus. So anybody want to take a stab on that one?
Can you repeat that?
Right here. What other mindsets or behavioral skills that we have discussed might help you succeed at this skill, at this actual skill? So which behavioral mindset we have learned so far? We learned adaptability, right?
Yeah.
What are the
We learned customer focus, teamwork, communication.
well, did we go? We briefly went over them from the sessions that we've gone over calendar. Let's look at our calendar. We went over adaptability, over future orientation, and we went over customer focus. So we also slightly went over these, but out of these two, which one do you think might help you?
Adaptability.
Right? Need to be adaptable, right? Depending on
Yes.
the needs, we need to be flexible. We have to be sympathetic, and usually and we need to be calm, right? And that's usually where in adaptability we're trying.
Customer focus mostly for hearing and attending the customer's needs and wants, emotionally fit.
That is correct. Any other questions or doubts on the activities or what is expected in the upload for this? No? I'm going to stop the recording.